Hi, I'm Gidon from thetechnologyman.com. Today I'm going to take a look at the Asus VivoBook Pro, the N552VX model. It's a 15.6 inch high-end general purpose laptop. It's got a really nice spec. There are a few variants, but this model's got an i5 quad-core processor, 12 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. It's got a full HD 1920 by 1080 resolution screen. It also has a fast 128 gigabyte SSD boot drive and a 1 terabyte storage drive. It retails in the UK for around £800, so let's take a look. First impressions are this is one hefty laptop. It feels heavy at 2.5 kilograms, but it's the thickness that you first notice at around 30 millimeters, well over an inch. The 120 watt charger is also pretty chunky. Build quality is decent but nothing special. The heavily rounded edges and larger screen bezel tend to be seen on more budget laptops. But it has a metal finish to the lid and keyboard surround at least, and it's the spec inside that counts with a laptop like this. I'll cover its performance shortly. Starting at the front, there's a memory card slot and 5 status LEDs, including an airplane mode light, although I'm not sure I'd want to lug this with me on my travels. Down the right side there's a combined headphone mic jack, 2 USB 3.0 ports, a DVD drive which partly accounts for the laptop's thickness, and a Kensington security slot. Around the left side there's a power port, air vents, a mini display port, an HDMI port, a gigabit Ethernet port, another USB 3.0 port which is also a quick charge port for mobile devices, and a very welcome USB Type-C port. Around the screen is a rather wide plastic bezel, and at the top there's a 720p webcam. The trackpad feels nice and smooth, although tapping sounds a little clunky. I also like the feel of the keyboard, and there's even a number pad, which you won't find on smaller laptops. Initial setup of the laptop went very quickly. There was some junkware to remove. I uninstalled Evernote, a Dropbox trial, Foxit PDF, WPS Office, TeamViewer, Asus Web Storage and McAfee, and I disabled OneDrive. The 128GB SSD boot drive also has a default configuration as a storage drive, so out of the box you would quickly fill this drive up, leaving the 1 terabyte storage drive empty. It's easy to configure the larger drive for users' documents, so I'm not sure why they are never set up this way. This laptop unfortunately came with a pre-anniversary update of Windows 10 Home, so I had to install the significant update. This could take a long time on a slower connection. I played a YouTube clip which sounded okay, but I would have liked the volume to go up a little higher.
Whatever I do.
But the non-touch Full HD screen is very nice and has decent viewing angles. We now get on to the performance of this laptop, which is where it really shines. It feels fast and responsive. Windows boots up incredibly quickly. In under 20 seconds I've booted into Windows, loaded Chrome and started a web search. This model has a quad-core Intel i5 6300HQ processor, which runs at 2.3 GHz and can boost to 3.2 GHz. The 12 GB of the latest DDR4 RAM is more than you tend to get on laptops at this price, and there's no doubt the Samsung 128GB SSD really helps things along. Running the free benchmark tool from userbenchmark.com gives good results, only let down by the graphics card, which is an entry-level NVIDIA 950M. Good enough for general computing tasks, but only suitable for light gaming. There is some fan noise, but it didn't sound particularly loud to me, even when I pushed the processor to full utilisation. I didn't measure battery life, but it only has a capacity of 3200 mAh, so another indication that this laptop isn't really intended for travel. There's a panel on the back that slides off, allowing easy access to the storage drive and RAM, but unfortunately not the SSD. Overall, I think this laptop offers good value for money. It's not a laptop to impress your friends or to take travelling, but it's a fast desktop replacement that will be able to handle pretty much anything, including video editing and even light gaming. The screen is good, and although they do an Ultra HD model, Full HD is enough for most people. The selection of ports is excellent and offers a decent amount of future-proofing, especially via the USB Type-C port. Its closest rival is probably the Dell XPS 15, which is a lot sleeker but also far more expensive. Okay, I hope you found that useful. If you want to take a look at the full article, You can read it at the technologyman.com. And if you found the video useful in any way, then please do click on the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks very much for watching.